This is not the time for on-the-job training.
Josephine County Commissioner Dan DeYoung hoping his experience will help him get reelected to a second term. But it didn't work in May. DeYoung needed more than 50% of the vote to beat challenger Ron Smith. Now, with no one else splitting the vote, the two of them will face off in November. DeYoung is pointing at the controversial jail tax levy a few years ago as proof that he can get the job done.
I can't tax you. Myself and the two other commissioners, we can't tax you.
Smith believes the focus needs to be elsewhere, and specifically on the area's drug problem.
It's the source of a lot of our crime. It's the source of most of our homelessness. And so it's a real problem.
One other seat on the Board of Commissioners will also be new in 2021. Current Senate Minority Leader Herman Bertschiger was already elected in May to the board. He's taking the seat currently held by Commissioner Lily Morgan. She's running for Grants Pass seat in the Oregon State House of Representatives, held by the retiring Carl Wilson. Like many Republicans, Morgan says she's pro-life, pro-Second Amendment, and all for lowering taxes. But she also says her work as a parole officer gives her a unique perspective.
I am unashamedly supportive of our law enforcement. But I also want to make sure that we're having real conversations about what can we improve upon, what can we continue to do to make sure that everybody is heard.
Her opponent, Democrat Jerry Morgan, no relation, didn't immediately respond to our request for an interview. The musical chairs continue in Josephine County, with the race to replace Bertschiger in the state Senate. Art Robinson is seeking it after failing to beat Congressman Peter DeFazio 4 times. Robinson says he'd support another Republican walkout in Salem like we've seen in recent years, if the situation comes to it.
Yes, I think that if we could stop a piece of legislation that is onerous for the people of Oregon, and we need to do it with that kind of tactic, I'm not against it. I think they did a good job by walking out.
Democratic candidate Jerry Allen is staunchly against anyone not doing their duty to represent the people in the Capitol.
Within the first 30 days, you could take this one to the bank. Within the first 30 days, I will put forward a law making it a crime to violate your oath of office by running out of state to avoid a quorum.
In Grants Pass, Katie Straight, Fox 26 News.